Welcome back, people. Once again, my name is Mike McIntyre. This is my friend Barry Poplak.
That's me.
And we are about to tackle something that we don't know much about. So we're hoping somebody can make sense of it for us. Social media. Now, I don't know how many platforms are out there. The popular ones, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. Make any sense to you?
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
Isn't that the one?
Yeah.
In fact, actually, TikTok, I heard, I don't know when this is going to show. So I heard that they're trying to shut it down in the States. I don't know if it's going to happen here in Canada.
Yeah.
They want to shut it down because of its connections to the Chinese Communist Party. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that.
I know very little about
But a lot of people tell me that TikTok is not worth the effort to go on it anyway.
Yeah.
So
if I'm not mistaken, I think one of the things like with TikTok when it was started over in China, that I know. But the thing that they used it for in China before it was exported were for engineers, scientists, mathematicians to present their ideas in short videos so that they could show off. Like this is what we're doing, this is the experiment we're running, this is the theory we're trying to prove, and this is what they use TikTok for.
oh, okay.
And then when
they use that as on a public stage, or they use it just a private
as an academic thing.
Oh, I see.
And
okay.
it was like to showcase their abilities, their technical prowess.
Okay, yeah.
Then they shipped it across the ocean, and now people make cat videos. This is what I'm understanding.
Yeah. Okay.
Like my kids show me short videos, TikTok videos, but I do know like TikTok, like the idea was like just these short videos, and you watch people when they're watching it, they're like flip, 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 flip. Now other medias have gotten on the same thing. Like I know Facebook has Reels and YouTube has them. And again too, like as much as I don't do anything with social media, I think it's these short reels, these short videos are doing us a great disservice and a huge disfavor, if that's not even a word, to hurt our attention spans.
Well, so because I don't watch anything. I have no social media interests at all. As I was mentioning to you off camera, that my experience with Facebook was one that I didn't particularly enjoy. When I first was in Facebook, or when I first joined it, I used it for maybe a month, and then I started getting all these pop-ups saying that people who were from my grade 3 class wanted to speak with me and this and that, and it just got to be really irritating, so I quit. And then for whatever reason, I think there was a game that I wanted to play, and it was using its platform was Facebook, so you had to join Facebook to play in order to play this game. And I hadn't been on Facebook for like over a year, and so I went on Facebook to play this game, and I was on there for like 15 seconds, and all of a sudden the screen comes up, "Welcome back, Barry, we missed you." I'm going, "Excuse me," and then all this other stuff saying that we'd like to set up another account and this and that, and I turned it off. That was last time I was there. It was terrible. I said to myself, like, you know too much.
Yeah. It knows too much.
Yeah. Well, then I was speaking to Facebook itself. I'm saying, you know too much about me.
Yeah. I know that it's like with anything, too much of a good thing, can be harmful, right?
Yeah.
Well, number one, like I think it was my youngest daughter told me that Facebook is for old people. I don't know if you knew.
Well,
that.
it probably is. It probably is now because there's so many other new ones coming in now.
But like I was saying before, my wife has an uncle that lives in Taiwan, and we haven't seen him now for almost 4 years, like going back to the pandemic and stuff.
Mhm.
But the one thing he told me, and this is where I did appreciate, like, you know, being able to communicate, you know, just, you know, briefly and indirectly, is I used to put these little scripted happenings that like were just conversations like between myself and my kids or myself and my wife, and I would do it like a script. And Uncle Brad would tell me, he said, I would read these and laugh, he says, because I was trying to imagine your voices doing it. And not being able to see him for so long and hearing him say that, like I could appreciate, you know, like, you know, being able to like share that.
Yeah.
Like, and again too, like, I've always appreciated the fact that like you can go on the internet and you can connect with somebody, you know, halfway around the world in a matter of seconds, and not pay a long distance fee. That's a great thing. But, and again too, like, you have to be careful what's coming through you at the screen. Like, I know, I stopped using Facebook probably almost the better part of a year now.
Yeah.
Like I was getting friend requests from like these really crazy sites, and I'm like, yeah, let's delete you in a hurry.
Yeah.
And I would see too many people saying, don't respond to anything that I send you because my account got hacked, and I'm like, yeah, crap, you know. So it was just easier to like say, you know what, I'm just turning it off.
Yeah, because you can't be bothered with stuff like that.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, and going back the other direction, like, it was a good way to stay in touch with family that you don't see very often.
Yeah, I can agree with that to an extent. Like, there's a lot of family that you don't want to see anyway. You know? It just happens that way.
Yeah.
Nobody has a perfect family, I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe they do.
It's a good way to like stay in touch, but like not communicate.
Yeah. You know, say, oh, gee, I'm sorry, I've been so busy. You know. Yeah. As he changes the channel on the TV. But yeah, for myself though, it just wasn't for me, and most of the stuff, like I text,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even talk on the phone that much, unless it's absolutely.
You're turning into a curmudgeon?
Absolutely have to. I'm sorry?
You're turning into a curmudgeon?
Maybe. Or maybe a hermit. I don't know. But I'm not a big social media fan. Yeah. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not my thing. Yeah. Other people can do it. I don't know. I listen to my youngest son playing these games, mm-hmm. you know, and they got their headsets and they're all yelling at each other, you know, using a language that they shouldn't be using.
Canadian English.
Yeah. But well, okay, but it seems to give, especially young men, it seems to give them a false sense of bravado, because they can get away with saying anything to anybody, you know.
I will concur with that.
And they, you know, and so now when they go out on the street, they know. I mean, and I've told them too. I says, you know, if you go out on the street and talk to someone like that, you're going to lose your front teeth, you know. Yeah. And but maybe that's why people really don't communicate anymore. Face to face anymore, because
I saw a clip.
They can't get away with it if someone's sitting right in front of them.
I saw a clip. There's a lady charges like $400 an hour to teach people how to talk on the phone because they're so used to texting and typing messages rather than talking.
Yeah, well, that could be.
I need to get into that line of work.
Yeah, that could be. But I've watched my like, I can't type. I'm like, you know, and he's like, just, whoa, where did you learn to type that fast, you know? And there's no mistakes. Like, I'm going, capital? Okay, capital letter, okay. You know, I know, you know. So now when I text,
You talk?
I use the microphone, but it doesn't understand what I'm saying. So I have to go back and change it all anyway.
Yeah.
So it takes me 25 minutes to send 3
You make
lines.
sure you punctuate, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I speak that out loud. Well, in fact, my wife left me eggplant, or she's supposed to have left me eggplant, and it wasn't in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
So I texted her. Click. Where is my eggplant? Question mark. You know, and my sons were listening in the other room, and I hear this.
Okay.
So, when you're texting using your voice, you're gonna have to be alone. You know, better off to be alone.
I you know what, I know, like, the internet. Well, it's been around. Initially, like internet started around like 1950s, like the American military.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
It became commercial in the 80s, and it exploded like in the 90s, the early 90s. And social media platforms are still, in the scheme of things, still relatively new. But I think they have, they talk about making the world smaller. They have, like, social media platforms have made the world
Oh,
smaller.
absolutely. Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Like I avoid some things like Twitter. I have I have no interest whatsoever to actually look at it. I've seen people, I've heard about people tweeting this and tweeting that, and I'm like, well, good for them. But it does, like I said, it gives people an opportunity to connect with people that they're close to, family, friends that they haven't seen in a long time. It's just a very, very quick and efficient way to just stay in touch.
Yeah, that's I mean, if I have to use it, that's the only reason I'm using it.
Yeah.
Is just to, if somebody contacts me. But I don't belong to any of these things other than texting. So when somebody texts me, I answer the text.
Mm-hmm.
But I try not to go into any conversations, because I don't want to. I mean, you might as well be on the phone if you're going to be on a text, texting for half an hour. You could have said that in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
On the phone, know. So I don't know. As far as I guess everybody's got their own things, and when it comes to this social media, it's a dangerous thing if it's not used properly. And
I will agree.
And there's, again, like I said, the younger kids get, well, I don't want to say sucked in, but they do get drawn in, because there's that thing where, like, as I said earlier, the bravado thing takes over. You can say whatever you want to whoever you want without, because you don't even know who you're talking to half the time, especially on these games anyway. And you can get away with it.
Yeah.
And it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, because there's no respect anymore.
Yeah. There's something to be said about, like, staying in touch with somebody, but at the same time, we've mentioned this previously, something about speaking face to face.
Yeah.
The term social media, like, I've seen, like, it be less than social, but at the same time, you can be less than social face to face too. But that personal contact is still very, very, very important.
Oh, more so now than ever before.
Mm-hmm.
We need the physical. We have to be in the physical to be able to communicate. People, just to feel alive, rather than sitting in front of a screen and typing, or using your headphones or whatever, or not headphones, what's your head.
Yeah. And again, too, like, you think about that old adage about, like, everything in moderation.
Yeah.
Take it. You know what? Like, put down your phone. You know what? Like, go outside, call somebody. Visit somebody.
Well, I guess now we go back to our childhood again. Mine, anyway. I'll speak about, because I'm an expert at it. But I mean, in the summertime, we were never at home. You get up at 8 o'clock in the morning as a kid in the summertime, and you're outside. You play around, and you run down to the corner. There was a big field, so we'd be playing ball or or soccer or whatever, anything that we could do just to be outside, or especially in the summertime, off to the pool.
Yeah.
As soon as the pool opened up, I went to the Riversdale pool.
Yeah. Let's be social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was, 3 or 4 of us would go there all day, from 9 o'clock in the morning right through until 5 o'clock at night when you get home.
When you got hungry.
Go for supper, yeah. That's what we did. And hockey on the road.
Yeah.
Ball hockey on the roads. We called it shinny.
Yeah, street hockey.
Yeah. But we do that, and out there, and it didn't matter. Temperature didn't mean anything.
Nope.
Temperature never meant a thing. I mean, it could be minus 30, minus 40. We're still out there.
Oh yeah.
We all played different positions because the goalie would stand there kicking his feet together, trying to keep the blood flowing. But yeah.
Well, I think we've drifted.
Have we?
We drifted a bit.
Well, what's new?
Yeah. Well, we're being social.
You know what? I mean, we should have a boat here or something like that. We sit in a boat and talk, pretend we're fishing or something. Right?
Some of the greatest conversations came with a fishing rod in my hand.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, folks, we started talking about social media and we ended up in a fishing boat. All right. You know what? But it's been fun. And once again, I'm Mike.
I'm Barry.
And we will see you next time.